Welcome back. Do you only believe what you can see? What if you knew there was a whole other body that is part of you too, the energetic body? Maybe you've heard all about it. In yoga, this relates to the chakra system, the nadis, Kundalini, Prana, to name just some aspects of it. You cannot see it, but it controls everything, your mind, body, and soul, and is uncovered through our yoga practice and deep dive into spirituality. So, the more you understand this aspect of yourself, you will be accessing your wisdom. In this video, we will be talking about this and have a chakra meditation at the end. We are constantly striving to balance all our bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Our complex mind and body work for us 24/7, constantly restoring harmony, healing us. It is said that much disharmony and disease begins in the emotional and mental body before it manifests into the physical body. And by having a deeper understanding of ourself, we can bring healing and transformation at every level, intercepting imbalances before they grip us and take hold. This is why we practice yoga, whether through the physical practice of asana, studying yogic philosophy, and establishing a regular daily meditation practice. We are cultivating and deepening our spiritual self, learning how to remove toxins and purify the body, decreasing and bringing balance to a stressful and anxious mind, and experience a more peaceful life of joy and harmony, being more in tune with God. And through its ancient and sacred wisdom, we develop a deeper understanding of ourself and our world like never before, finding truth and answers to our biggest life questions. Let me guide you in a chakra awareness meditation, or rather concentration, because proper meditation is not guided. And if this is all you do, will both limit and hinder your spiritual evolution. So know that this practice is more focused on concentration and awareness. Before we begin, I want to give you, because you deserve the truth, a true definition of the term chakra from our beloved Guru Paramahansa Yogananda. So what is a chakra? In yoga, the 7 occult centers of life and consciousness in the spine and brain, which enliven the physical and astral bodies of man. These centers are referred to as chakras, translated to wheels, because the concentrated energy in each one is like a hub from which radiate rays of life-giving light and energy. In ascending order, these chakras are Muladhara, the coccygeal at the base of the spine, Svadhisthana, the sacral 2 inches above Muladhara, Manipura, the lumbar opposite the navel, Anahata, the dorsal opposite the heart, Vishuddha, the cervical at the base of the neck, Ajna, traditionally located between the eyebrows, in actuality directly connected by polarity with the medulla oblongata in the brain, and Sahasrara in the uppermost part of the cerebrum, the crown. The 7 centers are divinely planned exits or trapdoors through which the soul has descended into the body, through which it must ascend, reascend by a process of meditation. By 7 successive steps, the soul escapes into cosmic consciousness. In its conscious upward passage through the 7 opened or awakened cerebrospinal centers, the soul travels the highway to the infinite, the true path by which the soul must retrace its course to reunite with God. Yoga historical accounts generally consider only the 6 lower centers as chakras, with the Sahasrara, the crown, referred to separately as a 7th center. All 7 centers, however, are often referred to as lotuses, whose petals open or turn upward in spiritual awakening as the life and consciousness travel up the spine. That's quite a lot of information. Okay. Getting in touch with your chakras and experiencing the alchemy of the chakras. So just a side note here, meditation means communion with God. And true meditation is therefore a silent practice, where there is preparation required before practices of pranayama, chanting, mantra, and most importantly, sacred, authentic, scientific Kriya Yoga. This allows for the communion to be experienced. The prerequisite before meditation, dhyana, is concentration, dharana, and takes many years to master. So this practice today, in this video, is more of an experience in contemplation and learning how to heighten our awareness. And remember, all spiritual practices add up. So don't be disheartened when you hear that it takes years and years and years, because it all does add up. Contemplation is one of the easiest ways for us to tune in and start feeling and connecting with our body. Deeply within the body is this elegant, profound communication system known as the chakras. And in yoga, these 7 centers of life and consciousness in the spine and brain speak up. When they are out of balance, or when we are going through a life event, our work is to listen to these messages before the messages become so loud that they manifest as physical imbalances, which we will experience as physical pain or discomfort. And we don't want that emotional instability to lock itself in and become our habit or our ingrained pattern of thought and behavior. We want to continuously move through life in a more effortless way, a more easeful way. And we have to do some digging and go through each of the 7 chakras in order to resolve whatever stagnant stuff is stuck there. Please be aware that as we begin the journey, you may find a lot of stuff, and that's okay, and all part of the human experience. We have all had a lifetime of events to work through. Your body, your emotions, your psyche will be so happy that you are finally listening and tuning in. And so may serve up a lot to begin with. The more you practice, the more you get used to listening to these subtle internal messages, the more you will be able to process through all the events of your life with a lot more ease and grace. So, let's come to a comfortable seat in meditation posture. You can sit cross-legged on the ground or in a chair. Sit up tall with your spine straight, and if on a chair, sit forward away from the back of the chair with your feet flat on the ground. Sitting up tall helps you to stay alert through this process, and we don't want to be falling asleep. We want to become more conscious and aware. We want to shine light in the dark places that up until now may not have been heard. Draw the abdomen comfortably in, shoulders down and back, chest slightly forward. Rest the hands upturned at the juncture of the abdomen and thighs, keeping your chin parallel with the ground. I'll show you quickly if you're on a chair. So make sure your feet are flat on the ground and the back of the chair is clear of your spine. So sitting forwards with the spine straight. Shoulders are down and back, chest is slightly forwards, and the palms are upturned and held at this juncture of the abdomen and the thighs. This helps to keep the body upright and prevent any slouching if you start to feel tired. So this is the position in your chair and seated for the upper body part. So do make sure that you are comfortable. That's really important. Okay. Now it's time to close your eyes down. Turn the attention to the breath. Simply watch the breath move in. Watch the breath move out. Use the breath to focus your awareness. Bring it all the way down into the legs, into the seat, into the feet, and place your hands on your thighs in order to create a physical connection, a physical sense of awareness and presence. Stay with the breath, and without any expectation, allow whatever this area has to say to come up, to be heard. You may hear this message in the form of words or a thought. You may feel it as a sensation. You may be given a feeling, an emotion, or an image. With no anticipation or expectation for what the message is or how it comes, simply allow it to arise. And in the silence, listen, notice. And as you receive this message, offer your root chakra, Muladhara, gratitude. Thank you for this communication, for being your stable base. Then move your hands to your lower belly, again creating a physical sensation of awareness. Bring your focused attention to your lower belly and to your sacrum. Use your breath to tether your awareness to this area, and now allow any messages to arise. No expectations. Refrain from trying to force anything. Just allow whatever is there to come up. What is it that you need to hear today in this very moment? Remember that it might come in the form of an image or a thought or a feeling or sensation. Allow it to be exactly what it is supposed to be. Don't second guess it, merely accept it. And in the silence, listen, notice. And as you receive this message, offer gratitude to your sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Gratitude, thank you to your sacred space, to this place for being your emotional center. Bring your hands up to your solar plexus, and using this physical sensation as a way to keep your awareness here. Bring your focused attention to this area, to your solar plexus, to your middle spine. Use your breath to tether your attention here. Once again, allow for a message to arise, maybe in the form of a thought, a word, a sensation, a feeling. Allow it to be exactly what it is supposed to be, and in the silence, listen, notice. Whatever this message is, receive it with humble gratitude. Thank you to this place, Manipura Chakra, for being your center of power. Move your hands to your heart. Use this as a physical anchor to this place, and then bring your focused awareness into the heart. Using the breath to hold your attention here, ask for a message from this area. Your heart, your arms, your hands, your shoulders. Whatever arises, receive it. A thought, a feeling, a word, a picture or sensation. Allow it all, and in the silence, listen, notice. And as you receive the message, offer profound gratitude. Thank you to this place, Anahata Chakra, for being the center of your unconditional love. Move your hands now to your throat, once again creating a physical connection with this place. Use your breath to tether your awareness here. Remain present with the breath as you silently ask for a message from this area, anything it wants to communicate. You are available to hear it, to receive it. Allow it to arise, and in the silence, listen, notice. And as you receive the message, offer gratitude back to the throat, Vishuddha Chakra. Thank you for being my center of truth. Move one hand up to the third eye center, the other hand gently resting in your lap. Palm up, creating a physical anchor now for the seat of the spiritual eye, the Christ Consciousness Center. Bring your awareness to the spiritual eye with the breath. Hold your awareness here. As you ask for a message from this sacred place, be receptive to however the message comes to you, in God form, sensation, feeling, and in the silence, listen, notice. Receive the message with gratitude. Thank you to this place, your Ajna Chakra, for being your intuition, your wisdom. We have now reached the final chakra. Move your hand up to the crown of your head. Press down slightly here, creating a strong contact with the crown chakra. Tether your awareness here with the breath. Focus on this area as you silently ask to receive a message. This message may be an inspired message from God. However it comes, accept it with a full and open heart. Feel it, experience it, witness it. And in the silence, listen, notice. And offer gratitude Gratitude to your connection to spirit. Thank you to your Sahasrara chakra for your consistent connection. You may now relax the arms down, back to their beginning position, palms upturned, resting at the juncture of the thighs and abdomen. Let the breath move through the body with a full and complete awareness. Listen for any last messages you need to receive now. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart center. Know that you have established a dialogue between your internal self and your external egoic self, between your unconscious and your conscious, between your psyche and your soul. This is the most precious communication that we engage in. As spiritual practitioners, listen, remain aware and accepting of all you receive in this practice. Now, through the nose, take a long, deep breath in, a long, deep breath out, sealing our practice, gently bowing the head down. Om, peace, Amen. When you feel ready, you may open your eyes. Everything that you receive during this meditation practice is exactly what you need to receive at this time. The more you do this practice, the more your communication and your dialogue will strengthen. The more clearly the messages will come through, and the more you will understand the messages. We don't have to have all the answers right now. We do need to keep steady and consistent in our process. And then slowly but surely all is revealed. Thank you for joining me on this video. Let me know your experience. May your day be peaceful, filled with love and joy. Namaste.